Welcome to another training session video. So this was a super light session on Mondays like they usually are. We had one last week. This one went for a little bit longer than last week, maybe about 45 or so minutes. Not really much to report other than everyone looks sort of good. What I wanted to see today though was who was there and who wasn't there. Now I don't know if this is a training session that's mandatory, but there were a couple of players missing. So Bobby Hill wasn't there, Jordan Goey, Lockie Schultz, a couple more of the rehab guys as well. Braden Maynard wasn't there. At the moment, I'm not looking too much into any of that until the main training session, which is tomorrow morning. After some, kick to kick, and like I said, it's pretty much a glorified captain's run that just goes for a little bit longer. They all got into their groups and were all doing individual group working stuff. So some midfielders, some forwards, the backs were working together, and it was pretty much just like close handwork a bit later on. There wasn't a lot of kicking or transition or anything like that, again, because it wasn't a big session.
Get going to have a fight? Yeah.
I did like that Tom Mitchell was out there as well. Like, I know there was no excuse for him not to be out there, but I just got a weird feeling that he's going to play against the Blues, and we need that sort of contested grunt work. I know Ned Long's been doing well, but I do want to see both of them at the same time. Ash Johnson was out there, so he looks back ready. I think the last week's injury report had him for 1 to 2 weeks. He looks like he might play on the weekend in the VFL if he's ready to go. So that's a really good sign. I'd like to see him switch to defence maybe, just see what that sort of looks like, because we are absolutely stacked for forwards at the moment. Here's Tom Mitchell working with a couple of the mids, Ned Long, Dematea, and Ed Allen. So, the old head showing the new head sort of how it's done. Towards the opposite end of the ground, so not the bit that I'm filming, there was a lot of goal kicking practice. So for those people that say, need more goal kicking, like why we, so often stuff, there was a lot of goal kicking going on, especially at the end of the day, where there was a handful of players that stood there just working on the goal kicking when everyone else went in.
He goes hard at it. He gets a hard ball on the ground, can run both ways.
That is pretty much it for this light training session. Again, full training is tomorrow, captain's run on Thursday. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill. I love you all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.